Podcast. I'm Pluto, joining with my co-host Guz.
Yes, sir.
Today we
How
have a
we?
special guest, TTO's Jack of all trades, Jesse.
Hi.
Big Jesse in the
Jess.
house. We're gonna go over Week 5's recap, and of course the pick'ems for Week 6. So let's get it out.
Let's do it, man. What an interesting
Yeah.
week, bro. Like, it was a little. It wasn't as good as last week for me, but it wasn't bad either. My Saints finally got a
That game was
W. I was
epic.
really happy about that. You know, your Pats played like crazy. Like,
Jesse,
what's
I wish
going
we could
on here,
ride the
dude?
wave
Like,
with you getting the Commanders dub too, but Carson Wentz just couldn't stick it out at the end there.
Must be nice.
oh, I heard that. But hey, I mean, look, we all got to start somewhere, right? You know, I mean, the Commanders, I mean, they haven't been good since they were the Redskins, right? So, I mean, who knows? Maybe they can turn it around soon once they get rid of Carson Wentz. But nevertheless, we're going to go ahead and start with the game that just ended, which was crazy finish. The Chiefs and the Raiders, 30-29.
I mean, we're blaming it on Josh McDaniels here, right? Bro, what are you going for it for? You just put it this way: you were up the first half. You let them come back, and then you're like, you know what? 4 minutes, 2.5 minutes left in the game. We're gonna go for 2 instead of just tying it. I don't know. Well,
Yeah, and the fact that like Patty had 4 TDs and 4 of them all went to your boy Kelsey. That was
that's
pretty
epic,
wild.
dude. Do you know we want to hear something crazy out of those 4 touchdowns? 1 yard receiving touchdown, 1 yard receiving touchdown, 4 yard receiving touchdown, and ready for this one? 8 yards.
Wow.
Impressive, huh? Did he end up getting your 8
He
carries
got
that you needed?
No, he got
I'm
7,
sorry,
so
8
he touched the
touches?
T's, but Darren Waller getting taken out of the game early, as well as that Hollison dude, didn't fall in my favor this one, unfortunately. It's alright though, you can't win them all.
Okay. It was an interesting game for sure, but Chiefs were able to squeeze that one out, 30-29 for ending out the Week 5. So for the Monday nights, but so we can move back to the Thursday game for the Colts and the Broncos. This may be one of the worst games that I think I've ever seen in
I
my
think it was
entire
all
life.
field goals, right? Every single score was a field goal.
It was all field goals, and it was just I don't know what to say about the Broncos, dude. I am literally flabbergasted. I have no idea,
Russell
man.
Wilson, dude. And just to reiterate too, all 3 of us did catch that dub there with the Chiefs. This one, Jesse, you're ballsy, bro. I'll give you that.
What? For saying the Colts?
Yeah, dude. I mean, I get it. I mean,
Bro.
the Broncos.
The Broncos are garbage.
They really are, dude. They really
They
not
don't. They will
they're
not
not
make it to 6
what we
wins.
thought they should be.
You don't think they'll make it to 6 wins all year?
Nope.
And what are they at right now?
2.
2. Okay. And they're what are we about a third of the way through the season? About
A quarter.
a quarter. Okay. Sheesh. So you're putting them less than to strum along what they're at now.
Yep.
I can see it. I mean, they lost Javonte. Is it Williams? Yeah, Javonte Williams. They lost their running back. So, I mean, well, it's a disappointment
Yeah,
over there, bro.
Not looking too good for
I'm not gonna lie, I
Wilson over
drafted
there,
heavily into
bro.
the Broncos stock this year, and I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Clearly, they're terrible. But I mean, it's crazy. You wouldn't really thought that, man. But it's crazy how the NFL works, you know. But going on to the next game, which was a really good game, another shocker for me, is the Giants and the Packers. Giants end up
London
winning
game.
27-22, man. London game. Maybe that had a little bit to do with it, but the Giants were able to squeak that out. Saquon, man.
Came out in the game. And
Other
still
than
came
Nick
back.
Chubb, man. Yeah, like he might be. He's got to be either 1 or 2. But I'd say Nick Chubb as far as the best running back. But he's right there. I mean, this dude has really turned it up this year, hasn't he?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Saquon looks hungry, dude. He looks like he's back to where he was when he first started again, dude. I love it. I mean, Giants are hungry. Giants
Yeah,
are
well,
winning. They flew to London. I mean, you've heard mixed reviews too about the London games, like even from the players. Like some people like it, like more of the experience. But I mean, you hear some people really, really hate it too because of the field.
And that was one that we all took the Packers to win, and we all ate our lunch on that one. None of us got that one right.
Maybe with Aaron Rodgers, you know, a little bit over the hill. He felt that jet lag of the flight there.
No.
He
didn't.
I don't want to say like he's coming to the end, but you can tell he's definitely not in that prime-esque Rodgers that he used to be for sure. I think he's he's on his way out in the next couple of years, so they better start getting another QB ready.
I think Daniel Jones
he's-
was hungry for that
he's
win
gonna be-
too. To be fair, if anyone watched that
Yeah.
game, I definitely woke up to watch that game. And Daniel Jones was hungry, dude. He was bleeding, dude. He was going in.
Yeah, he wanted to show Rodgers what's up. That's what he
Yeah, he
wanted
hasn't
to
beat
do.
Rodgers since, so.
Well, hey, props to the Giants, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure a lot of people, were upset on this pick because you were really thinking the Packers were going to win this game, but the Giants were able to close it out, 27-22. So the next game we have here is like one we really don't even need to like talk about much because we already kind of knew this was going to happen. Bills versus Steelers, 38-3. I mean, just an absolute
Snooze fest.
blowout. Not even
Did we think it was going to be
yeah,
that bad,
snooze
though?
fest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, last week we
38-3
literally didn't take
though?
much time.
I
to
said
call this
28-7
game.
in my prediction,
Okay.
so I knew it wasn't going to be close.
Yeah,
I get, and the fact that Josh Allen, right, had 424 yards passing and only 20 completions, brother, slinging the ball for
Yeah.
long distance, right?
4 TDs
Yeah.
too, right? So great fantasy day if you had Josh Allen. He
His
definitely put
QBR
up
was
some
like
points.
135, 134. It's
yeah,
almost top notch.
he's-
It's crazy. It's an incredible game.
It'll be. I can't wait to get this week's picks. And,
Oh, yeah, some-
bring them back up. It's gonna be a nice one to talk about. But we'll move on. Chargers and the Browns. This was a good
dude.
game.
I think this was a really
This
good
was
game.
a really good game. Really good game. Chargers end up winning this game 30-28, but the Browns, like, I feel like should have won
Is
this game.
Does the Browns not look like they're the team? Like, honestly, like, even look, let's be honest, look about the Raiders, right? The Browns and the Raiders are pretty similar. Like, they're a team that likes to fight, but just don't want to close it out, dude.
Yeah, they could have definitely won that game. And yeah, they are a lot like them in that sense. But they do have 2 wins. They're not like they're not like 1-4 or anything like that. But even if
You're right,
I
though.
mean,
And they could have had more, though, too. Both of those teams,
yeah.
though. And realistically, the Raiders could have, like,
Yep.
3 wins or 4 wins, really. Or 3, let's say 3, realistically. But the Browns could have, like, 4.
yeah, indeed. And if you had Eckler for the
Yeah,
second week in a
Eckler.
row, man, this guy's been balling. He's finally turning up. Like, this is why you draft him in fantasies. Like, the first couple weeks, you were kind of like, he's kind of just, mediocre, 10, 12 points. And the last 2 weekends, he's broke out for 30 plus fantasy wise. So if you have Eckler, you're probably getting some
I mean,
dubs in your
Almost
fantasy
11
realm.
yards per carry. Bro, that's fucking
It's
nutty.
That's nasty.
16 carries for 173 yards rushing and a tutty. Bro, impressive.
Yeah,
and he's the
that's-
lead rusher on the week, dude. Impressive.
Was it?
Very impressive. He's definitely a good running back. Definitely a good one to have. Hopefully he can keep it up because I have him on one of my teams, so I need him to keep going. So, but anyway, moving on to the next game, we had the Bears and the Vikings. The Vikings ended up winning this 29-22. I thought this was a little bit closer than I actually predicted it to be. Bears is kind of like another one of those teams too, like the Browns. Like, I feel like they have a little fight in them, but they just can't close it out. The Vikings just looking really good. Your boy Cook with 2 TDs, 94 yards. Jefferson
Big
doing
Cook.
his thing. No touchdowns, but he did have 154 yards with 12
Top 2
receptions.
on the week.
I mean, you can't
Top
really
2 on
hate
the
on
week in
that.
receiving, 154 yards. I mean, impressive. 12 receptions, though, is really what piques my interest. PPI league, dude, regardless if he's scoring a tutty or not, bro, that's easy.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. You really can't be mad at him at all. If you have him in fantasy, that's another great pick. He's been really putting on a show these last couple of weeks, and I just, I predicted he's going to continue to do that. He's literally one of the best receivers
If not
in the
the
league.
best,
So,
in my opinion. I mean,
yeah, if not the best, yeah,
debatable,
he
right?
did. And then last week when we have a great cornerback in Marshawn Lattimore down here at the Saints, and boy, he ate us up last week like it wasn't
And if
nothing.
you listen to the
So-
podcast, you guys probably already know. Big fan of the Vikings, at least with games of the week and players on the Vikings. Dude, they got what it takes, bro. That team is a little
Yeah.
bit better version, in my opinion, of the Raiders and the Browns, right? They have better weapons, don't get me wrong, but they're like a team that wins just a little bit more than them, right? I feel like the Raiders and the
Yeah.
Browns could be that team as well.
Yeah, y'all put in the comments if y'all want to see Pluto do the gritty live.
A little
So
live.
go ahead
gritty.
and post in
Might as
that.
well
Let's
just
see
see it
a
now.
little live gritty session. Yeah. Live on stream. No. But that was a good game. We rounded it out,
Yeah, all
29
three
to
of us took
22.
them.
Vikings take
Do you
that
like
game,
the
man.
Vikings, Jesse?
Yeah, we took that game.
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they look good, dude.
Where did I even put them? Let me pull it up. I want to see where I put them because I don't remember where I put them in ranking.
I'm actually curious.
Yeah, they're a
think they're
good team.
top
They're gonna be
10, right?
definitely top 10.
I said 8,
Yeah, see? Respectable.
and that's over Packers and Rams.
I mean, they're sitting at 4-1.
Like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it a lot too. We all took that one, so that was good. That was a good one for all of us there. And going on to the next one, your Pats go ahead and just smoke the
Number
Lions.
one
And,
offense
I
in the
think,
NFL, right?
yeah, they just, I
Come to
mean,
New England, you learn it's
the
not
Lions-
the same game you've been playing outside of here, buddy. Ugh.
yeah, look at him, boy. Let me rip that fucking shirt off and show that chest real quick. Fucking 29 to
A little
0.
different. They play
Lord.
different too. Bailey Zappi comes in for both Hoya and Mac Jones. I was supposed to go to the game like we were talking about last week. Unfortunate events were happening to a buddy of mine. I will be going to another game coming up in November. But great to see him win. I mean, the real reason why I wanted to
Well,
go.
it seems like when
I
you
know,
go,
don't say it.
it seems like when you go, they lose.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've been to like 7
Whoa.
games. I don't think I've seen him win once. Oh, I have seen. No, I've seen him win
Yeah,
one
bro,
game
that's
against
rough.
the Titans last year, actually.
Okay, all right. The
Yeah.
Titans.
But
But
they
I
didn't have
have
a
to-
Derrick Henry list
Well.
Titans, mind you.
Yeah, I got you. Well, I think on that one,
You guys took the L
me and
there.
Jesse
I'm
took the
gonna
Lions.
gladly
Yeah.
Yeah, we
you know,
took the
cross my
L.
shoulders here, you
We
know,
took the
but-
L, but that was a fluke
See,
fucking
as
game.
Cam would
Okay?
know, it's
Let's
like,
just go ahead and
guys,
say
I feel
that.
like you Diablo'd me there. You hate on the Pats because I like the Pats. I was Diablo hates on the Blue Jays because
I don't know about that.
Blue Jays. I don't know.
Could be more the fact that I just didn't believe in
Well, at
Zap.
that point,
Yeah, Zap, Zape,
At
Zap, Zippy, dude,
Zap.
not it. It's not it.
moving on to the next game, we got the Saints and the Seahawks. This was a game I was at. It was an incredible game. Probably, I mean,
And you
potential
did,
game of
bro,
the week.
fact, okay, bro, what
And I
is
didn't.
wrong with you?
Here's the, yeah. Well, bruh, did you watch the game before that? Because it was
It's
absolutely.
like I'm going to the
and
game.
if it wasn't for,
Losing.
yeah, if it wasn't for Taysom Hill, we wouldn't be nowhere close to winning this game. The Seahawks actually looked really good, but Geno
Shootout.
Smith, I am fully confident he is the real deal. I'm sticking with it
That
for
must
the
make
rest of the
crazy
season.
watching
This man,
that performance by
balling,
Hill,
dude. Yeah, it really was. I mean, the dome was going crazy, man. That's probably his best game he's ever had as a Saint, and that says a lot because he's had a
It
bunch
is the
of
best
good
game.
games. He's
That doesn't,
definitely
no, that is the
yeah,
best
yeah,
game.
he's-
Yo, props
yeah.
to someone told me this too. I was in like a PC with somebody the other day, and they were like, "Yo, I started him this week," and I was like, "Bro, what?" They literally had a thing. Only 3.1% of the people started him in ESPN.
dude. He's
He
still on waivers
He
in
had
one of my
2
leagues, bro.
touchdowns last week,
Like,
Did he?
right?
no, he
I
didn't
know
have
he
2
got
touchdowns
one.
last week.
Because he ran one in last week.
Yeah, he did-
Still
he did run
5
one in last
touchdowns in
week.
2 weeks, bro. Kinda. No,
Yeah, I mean he's turning up. If he can stay healthy, bro, he's gonna be a great asset. He's
a
got
jack,
that dual.
dude.
He can throw the
He's a
ball
jack.
too. You know what I'm saying? He can throw the ball. He can run. He does the punt returns. He does defense. I mean, this dude
How is he
literally
listed
does
as the
everything.
tight end? Yeah, he
Um,
is the Saints. New Orleans. high
Yeah,
school.
he yeah. Right now, absolutely. With Mike Thomas out, Jarvis Landry out, Kamara's banged up. I mean, like we this is all we got.
Two big
This
picks
is
here,
literally
bro.
all we
I
got.
love it, dude. That was a good pick by you, Jesse. Me and Goes.
Yeah, Jesse, shout out on that for real. I respect it because me being, I really wanted to go for the Saints, knowing that I was going to be in the dome, but after watching the previous week of them playing, it was terrible to watch. So I took the Seahawks, but Saints ended up pulling it out. Yeah, so who dat, baby? 39 to 32. So next game's another shocker.
Jesse.
The Dolphins and the Jets. The Jets winning 40 to
Back-to-back
17.
Jesse dragging his balls on the ground. Jeez,
On
bro.
the
He said
ground.
Jets are gonna
On
beat
the ground.
Dolphins. Bro.
Hey, and I even called that it wasn't going to be a close game either. I said it was going to be like 27-10 or something like that.
Mhm.
And it wasn't a close game. I mean, but
Yeah,
we
it
know
was-
that Teddy Bridgewater was gonna get knocked out of concussion protocol the same way that Tua did 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, that's tough. But I mean, hey, That's the thing about Teddy. He does get hurt quite often. He got hurt when he played for the Saints. He got hurt when he played in the Vikings.
To be fair, I did see a video
I mean,
because they had people in the stadium looking at players, like to check if they're wobbling, and I saw a video of him not wobbling, and they called him out.
They said that actually because you know what
Because
happened.
they've got the power to pull him out, but he wasn't wobbling.
And no, there was also a thing too because there's like a new thing like after that shit happened to Tua. It was like if you go back like not in the tent or if you go into like the locker room instead of the tent for like a head evaluation, you have to stay out of the game.
Yeah, well, they had the ability to pull him out for the rest of the game, even if they didn't evaluate him,
Oh,
which is what happened.
okay.
So now people are not happy that he was just pulled.
I mean, he got rocked. Like,
Yeah,
you
well,
don't want to get too
yeah,
much into
after
it.
what happened to
Right.
Tua, yeah, they didn't want to have to deal with that
Same
again. So I
team,
mean, I
same
could
quarterback,
understand
like,
that.
same position.
But even if he was in the game, they still lose that game because they couldn't stop the run, man. They could not stop the
They
Jets
look
run.
good.
I think there was four
No,
different
all
running
of them
backs.
look good.
4 different running backs that scored. I think they all scored.
Jeez.
Looking
Let
right
up
now,
4
yeah, they
rushing
did. They did
touchdowns.
actually.
Jeez.
Yep. Bryce Hall had 1. Michael Carter had 2. Braxton Barrows had 1, and Zach Wilson had
Yeah,
1. I
Zach
mean, that's
Wilson
your quarterback,
had a
but
receiving touchdown, didn't
still,
he? Or was that the game before? Oh, okay.
that was the game before.
But he's
that
still
was the
looking
game
good. Hey, at least he got himself a tutty.
before. Yeah. Absolutely, but that game that was just a
Jesse
crazy
with the
game with the Jets
back-to-back
winning
upsetting
40 to
games.
17.
That happens.
Yeah, you got lucky.
I don't know about
lucky skill,
luck.
call it what you will, right? Yeah, okay.
Oh.
Do it again. Go for the Jets this
Okay.
week now. I might too. Who knows? So the next game we got the Falcons and the Bucks. This was a little closer than I wanted it to be, but Bucks end up winning this game 21 to 15,
I
a
think we can all
divisional game.
kind of agree, like going
And,
into this game, right? Like, when you think this would be like a write-off game, like the Bills versus the Steelers, almost. Maybe not in that caliber, but
Yeah,
close.
especially with Cordell Patterson being out. Your boy Fournette had a massive day in fantasy, probably the biggest one he's had in like a couple years. He ended up getting like, I think when I looked yesterday, he had 35 points fantasy
So we did
wise.
it all.
10 receptions, 83 yards, and a touchdown. And he caught the
And
touchdown.
he ran for
So,
3 yards, dude. So
and he ran for, shout out to the boy
Well,
Lenny,
Lenny.
just really doing Lenny things. Finally.
That team looks weird,
I
bro.
mean,
That
Jesus.
Bucs team is looking not like the Bucks, dude.
Yeah, they're definitely not like the Bucks for sure, but they're winning games, so can't really hate on them too
Take the
much
double.
there. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah. He said like, but this next one you can really hate
See
on.
what the Homer
The
pick.
Titans and the
Oh,
Commanders, 21 to 17. The Titans end up winning this one. Jesse, your
No
thoughts?
What,
No
what's your thoughts on Carson Wentz?
What?
Let me ask you this here, right? Ready? Would you rather have Carson Wentz or David Mills? Like a quarterback to the Texans.
Give me Mills.
You take him?
Yes, please.
What? You take Daniel Jones over
I'll take
Carson
Zap.
Wentz?
Give me Zap.
Give you Zap.
Damn. I mean, Carson didn't do too bad though. I mean, 359 and 2
Yeah, we
TDs.
call
I
him
mean,
He's a
He's
that's
stat
terrible.
machine. That's the problem. That's why he looks so
Yeah,
appetizing to teams. He's just a stat machine.
He is a star. He knows how to stuff him or
Can't-
not win him.
He's just not a
Correct.
winner, huh?
He knows how to get the
saying he's not a
99 yards
winner.
without scoring a touchdown.
That's tough.
Right. He's not like Tom Brady Jr. And we'll
Oh,
get to him in
rush
just a
hour,
little
baby.
bit, but yeah. Moving on to the next game, we got the Texans and the Jaguars. Another low-scoring, weird game. I guess the Jaguars decided not to show up. They lost 13-6 to the fucking
The
Texans.
Texans get a dub, though. They finally
What?
checked the box of a dub, though.
Yeah, we all got that one wrong.
To
Huh?
be fair, it's a division game.
It's true.
So I wouldn't write off the Jags.
The Jags. No, I like the
No,
Jags.
definitely
I think
not.
The Jags are gonna win. I mean, if you looked at the end of that, I did watch the rest of the end of that game, dude, and Trevor Lawrence didn't look too hot that week.
It
A little off
happens.
week.
Yeah, he didn't have a great week. 286 and 2 interceptions.
286
I mean,
is nice.
25
but
for
2
47.
interceptions ain't nice.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a low-scoring game. Not much to talk about in that one. But going on to the next one, the 49ers and the Panthers. 49ers end up winning 37-15, throwing up a lot of points. Garoppolo actually had 2 TDs and 253. Didn't look too bad, but
What are you doing if you're the 49ers?
the 49ers really look good.
Do you keep Garoppolo after this, or you do the same thing you did to him last year? And it's like, you know what I mean?
Shit, bro. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. They're winning games. It's kind of like the Cooper Rush situation, right? Like, are they gonna put Dak in this week, or are they gonna keep this train going? And me personally, man, if it ain't broke, don't break it. So I would keep Garopp in.
I'd keep, no, I mean, like, I would, for
But
next
we don't have
year.
a choice.
Oh, yeah, like, this year they don't have a choice.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Next
yeah.
year I'm talking about, like, do you, like, let him linger? Like,
Gotcha,
if his performance keeps going this way that he's doing, like, I feel like he deserves the home there. Like, Trey Lance is not it.
I'll take him.
Well, yeah, right?
He
I
said,
mean,
I'll take. We'll take him on the
bullshit.
Commanders, huh?
Please.
If he doesn't stay with the Niners, I'd love that fit. Garoppolo on the Commanders.
Shit, we'll take him
That
too.
No,
was
he's
done.
mine.
He's fine.
You
I
know.
know the Italian stallion. You know.
Oh, 37-15, bro. What a. This game was. I didn't really
Besides
watch this
Debo.
game, but it's like I don't ever want to watch the Panthers. You know, fucking. They're in shambles
can
over
tell you,
there.
Jeff
Coach
Wilson.
getting fired, defensive coordinator
Jeff
getting
Wilson
fired.
running back for the fucking Niners, though. He had 120 yards. Top 5 for the week.
Damn,
Yeah,
and a
top
TD,
5
huh?
for the week, so, you know, someone broke out. Pretty good.
Solid. That's a good, high-scoring game. I mean, he's throwing up 37 points. That's pretty solid. So shout out to the 49ers. Hope
But
they can keep
Kittle's
it
a
up.
disappointment
But,
again,
Yeah, Kittle's. If you got Kittle, you know,
he's
you're
not,
kind
he's
of
not in the Kelsey,
debating on putting him on the bench.
Mark Andrews realm anymore. He's not there.
Nope. Definitely not there. Definitely not there. But moving on to the next game, we got the Cowboys and the Rams. Cowboys 22, Rams 10. Your boy Tom Brady Jr.
Rush
still
hour.
doing the damn thing, bro.
You're not a fan of the rush hour like doesn't it?
No, I am. I'm not a fan of the Cowboys. In fact, I said
I got you.
if they
They
started
played at
Dak.
home. They
No,
played
I said
away
if they
too.
started, I want them to start Dak because then they'll lose.
Makes sense. I agree. I think they don't start that.
I mean, God, look, think about this. A 22-point win, and Cooper Rush goes 10 for 16, 102 yards.
Against the
No
defending
TDs, no.
champions.
Fair, no, they're good defense, no doubt. I'm not hating on them at all. It's just crazy that you can still win games and barely throw over 100 yards in the NFL. So I mean, it's a little
Defense played a crazy game.
Another poor. They did. It was definitely defense. Poor performance by your boy Zeke again. 22 carries for only 78 yards.
Touchdowns. Like,
Nah,
did he
man.
even receive the? Did he receive the ball at all?
No,
Because
I
Pollard
I don't think so,
carried
no,
it
I don't
8
think-
times and he got 86 yards and a touchdown.
Dude, I think Pollard might be the
He
number
is.
one now. He should be. I think it's well deserved.
Look at
Have
the-
they moved him
Look
over?
at the
Like, is he
target
the
I
number
don't
share.
one?
think so,
Not
but he
even
should
A.
be.
Look at the target share. Shows not, but Zeke is bound to lose it, right?
I hope so.
Yeah, man, he's not. Yeah, he's not deserving by any means. But dude, the
I'm gonna have to
Cowboys.
relinquish the
And we'll
draft
talk about
guru
this
thing
game.
after drafting Broncos and Cowboys this year. What am I doing?
Yeah, and we got that one right though. We picked the Cowboys winning that. Jesse had the Rams on that one, which is, I mean,
It
typical,
is
right? Because
respectable at home. You know, the
respectable,
Rams
but
at home.
we talked about the Cowboys right now, just being on this
Rush hour,
wave,
baby.
riding this. Just, I mean, it is just they got it going on right now. They don't need to. I'm telling you, man, they change this shit up. They're gonna fuck the momentum. It's gonna be
They're
crazy.
gonna do it to themselves too. So.
So they're gonna do it. Yeah, they're
I'm
gonna.
sure.
They always end up screwing up at the end. Yeah, I'm not a Cowboys fan either, Jesse, by any means. But I like the wave of a backup quarterback coming in and winning. Kind of gives me that Shane
Cinderella.
Falco vibe from the Replacements. You know, like I fuck with it. But moving on to the next game, which was a lot closer than what I thought it was going to be. It was Eagles and the Cardinals. Eagles are 5-0, and the score was 20-17,
Dislike
man.
the Eagles so much, dude. But Jalen Hurts is hard to dislike. He looks so good. Rush attack's good. Their defense is pretty solid.
Running,
Like,
man.
hard to hate him.
It's like Murray's like, I want to be like you, and then he's not. You know, so
Not really.
whatever.
And Murray's older and been in the league
Yeah.
longer and probably not as good, really. But Jalen Hurts also carries
Yeah,
the
not
ball
really,
when he's
no.
a running back. Like 15 carries, bro. Like, come on. That's a little scary.
Yeah, no, Just hope he don't. It's gonna take one good hit though, bro, and hopefully he's playing it well with sliding and getting out of bounds and playing his body, because you don't want like this Robert Griffin-esque thing to happen, and
dude.
one hurt and then you're done.
Jesse with the heavy stuff.
If you got all
so good for y'all.
yeah, with the heavy.
Oh, dude, what he could have
I
been.
not hear about that right now.
Yeah, I know, man. I know. I didn't mean to. I actually wasn't even thinking about that, and then you brought it up, so I can understand your pain in that. So I apologize for that. Nah, just kidding. He's washed up. But anyway, so the next and final game, we got the Bengals and the Ravens. The Ravens end up squeaking this one out, 19-17. Close game, to be honest with you. But man, the Ravens, they somehow know how to pull shit out,
they
man,
don't.
and they got a good team. Yeah, man. Yeah, they
Not the
do.
last 2 weeks.
And not the last 2 weeks, but I mean overall, let's just be honest. Let's talk about the Ravens. Like, I mean, maybe not this year. They are 3-2, 1-2 at home. That's true. But just overall, I feel like this team has always been a top tier team. They're always gonna be decent. Yeah, boy,
Lamar's looking good. He's looking alright. He's looking alright. The defense is kind of, I don't know. They're wonky, bro. I've watched them play us at home, dude. You watched the last 2 games. They're like, the Ravens are playing other wonky teams. I don't know. They're
That'll be
winning
the
games.
reason that they don't make the playoffs. If they don't,
Yeah, defense, you think?
Because their offense is high powered for sure.
We'll see. And who's all in the Ravens division? Do y'all know this off the rip? Because I don't know.
Steelers,
who's in
Bengals,
that.
Browns.
Steelers, Bengals, Browns. Okay. Yeah, they should make it
They
down, I
should.
feel like. But the Browns, that's going to be like your hot take right there. Who knows what they can do? Because I have a feeling that even though they've been losing games, they could probably sneak 1 or 2.
No, I
Okay.
agree.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
we'll have to see that one. So the tally up, it ends up, I think, for the games, you were what, 11
16.
for 16? I was 10 for 16,
Yeah.
so was Jesse 10 for 16. Not bad. I thought it was going to be
Double
worse.
Digits, respectable.
Yeah, we can live with that. And then we had the biggest upsets the game of the week we had. You had the Bengals and the Ravens as well as I did, and debatable. I don't know if it was the game of the week, but it was
Yeah,
definitely
you
a
can call it
close
debatable
game.
because I guess it happened, but like,
I had
mean, like,
Eagles,
yeah.
Cardinals, I believe.
yeah, you had Eagles Cardinals, which
Yeah,
It was closer than that
that's
one.
closer. It's closer
guess-
than that one.
yeah, it was definitely closer than that one. But I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think the Saints and the
Me too.
Seahawks was.
Yeah, I mean, there's a shootout the whole way through.
It really was a good game. It really was a good
That
game.
or the Chargers
so,
or the Browns. The Chargers and the Browns was
respectable
also a
That's
good
the one
game.
I would give it to.
Yeah, Chargers and Browns was a really good
That was a
game
really
too.
good game as well.
I'm just a little biased because I was
I'm
actually
sure
there,
the
so I
Donors
can't really
rock
say
and
too
hands
much.
gave that away. I give it to
Oh
you.
my
trust
god,
me.
I have to show you some videos. Yeah, but the biggest upsets we had, so we had the Cowboys beating the Rams. Me and you both had that,
1-2.
and well, that happened for sure. And the Jets beating the Dolphins, but Jesse, we gotta give Jesse
I'll give you that.
the win here. Jesse's gonna go ahead and take the biggest upset for sure, because I mean that was just
That was just
unbelievable, and it was
It's
a massacre.
It's such a no-brainer for me. What do you mean?
Yeah,
It
I
literally
know,
was.
that's bonkers, dude. That's so crazy. I mean, if that's the way you thought, like, so super respectable. I mean, like, it's great because it's so much different than me and Guz, because we were literally 1 pick off from last week. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you and Guzzer and I were all close with the number of score, but like, if you look at what games we got wrong, you got wrong, it's completely different. So it's nice to have that, that refreshing, like, different aspect to that, like, we're all looking at.
Facts.
So, after all that exciting news from the last week, I mean, respectable, both in double digits, all 3 of us now. Moving into week number 6, some great games coming up too. Even starting with the Thursday game, where the Commanders going to Chicago against the Bears.
Go ahead, Jesse. I'm gonna let you take
No,
that one, bud.
I don't even know. This feels like it would be a no-brainer, but it's not. Wait, is it in Chicago?
No, yeah, it is.
Oh, that makes it even
sure
worse.
is.
I know. This was
No,
one
it
of the last
doesn't.
ones I filled out too.
I haven't even written it down, so I'm going on the spot right now.
Yeah, it's the way to be.
I don't. I
Go with
can't.
that gut.
I really want to say Commanders, but I just can't.
You you gonna take the Bears in this situation?
No, I'm not.
Doing
You're lock.
Give
What
it
are we?
the
You're
Commanders.
locking in the
Stop.
Commanders. All right.
I am.
I mean, that's what I would. Because
I'm gonna go with the Bears. I think the Bears home field advantage. Even though I think they like haven't won a game at home yet, but I think we're gonna turn the tide here.
Justin
Let's
Fields
the Bears.
The Bears on a Thursday night game. I think this game's gonna be super close.
Yeah.
I think this game is gonna be close. Like
I hope not.
Yeah, give me the
it's
Bears.
the battle of who's gonna throw it away first. Is it Justin Fields
It'll
or is it
be-
Carson Wentz?
Mhm.
Bro, if that's if Fields can even throw.
That's that. You're not lying. But I think the Commanders are gonna choke this one out here and sneak it away.
I
But-
wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I hope so. I mean, we're hoping so. No London games this week. I believe we're going into Germany in next week.
Oh, that might be worse.
What the
Yeah, weird,
fuck,
weird.
dude? What?
No, that's I believe next week or the week after.
I
If I'm not
believe
mistaken.
it's probably this week.
It's not this week.
Have they ever
No.
played in Germany?
This would be the first time.
Yeah, it'll be the first time. It's not this week. So if someone wants
Next
to look
week.
it up, on
Probably.
So that's gonna be
I'll look it
different.
up.
it's definitely gonna be different. But first game to start our Sundays off here. I'm looking at we have the 49ers at Atlanta.
49ers at Atlanta. We're gonna go ahead and give me the 49ers. They looked really good last week. The Falcons, although they did look pretty good this week, it was close. Give me the 49ers right here. Garoppolo's on a roll, and we're gonna stick with it.
I agree. It's going to be 49ers all the way.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be close either.
No, you don't think it'll be?
No.
I
I could
feel
see
like the
I could see an
Bucs are
argument
okay.
for why it would be, but I don't think it will be.
I mean, I okay, right? Since it's at the Mercedes Dome, I think it is going to play a little bit of a factor. They definitely got some true fans over there, but they're not going to. I think it's going to be a close game, but I do think the 49ers are going to win. Garoppolo just looks way better than everyone on on the Falcons. Not to mention they just traded their best linebacker to the Browns today.
Mhm.
So that's 49ers across the board here. Moving into another 1 o'clock game. We got my New England Patriots going to the Browns, actually. It's going to be a good one here.
I got the Browns winning this one. I really think it was a really close game with the Chargers last week, and like we talked about earlier, they have that potential to close these games out, man. And I really think they have an opportunity to close it out next week, coming up against the Pats. So give me the Browns for this one.
I gotta go with the Browns as well, unfortunately. I think
And the
this
dog pound?
yeah, I think this is where the Zap run ends.
I think Zappy continues in Zap we trust. I mean, it might be a biased pick here, but I mean, I think we looked hard, right? Realistically, we looked good against the Ravens. Zappy fucking shut down and, balled out, I guess. We can say he balled out. And now we'll see. I mean, I got the Patriots in. So let's hope this is the tide tilter.
No.
Moving into this game here, this is going to be an interesting one with New York going to Lambeau.
The New York Jets, you say, right?
Goddamn Jets.
Yeah, give me the Jets.
Jets.
Give me the fucking Jets. Give me the Jets.
I'm on
Give me
that
the Jets.
bandwagon.
I'm on it
Oh
too.
boy.
Jets.
Oh boy, dude, you guys are crazy. Going to Lambeau, right? I know, I get it. Okay, right.
I'm
Green
on
Bay
board the
doesn't look
choo-choo
great,
train.
but I don't like the Jets. I mean, I think this is where they realize they're still the goddamn Jets. They need to go get their big daddy, right? Adam Sandler. And I think the Packers just take him out here. I think Packers actually do him justice and give him like maybe a 14-point win.
Oh, I don't
For
know.
the
about that
Packers. We'll have to see. I mean, going
one. You
to
gotta
another
start catching the
one.
ball first.
Yeah, you're right. You're sure right. You're absolutely right. Letting it hit you in the chest when you're wide open. Aaron Rodgers is like bound to retire mid-season.
Probably.
Another interesting one here. Jacksonville going to Indy. After bad game from Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, man, that one right there. Give me the Jags. I think they're gonna rebound after this week.
The Jags. That's a no-brainer.
Yeah, the Colts can't beat the Jaguars. It's proven. I mean, it's still thinking that they're thinking that Jonathan Taylor is set to miss another game. So If that's the case, yeah, I believe so. I mean, if that's the case, and they have no Nyman Hines, their backfield's pretty depleted. I'm also going to go with the Jaguars as well here. Into one of our last games here, the 1 o'clock slate, we have the Vikings at Miami. The quarterbackless Miami, unless Tua's back.
Yeah, I mean, this should be an easier pick for all of us. I feel like we're going to go ahead and take I'm going to take the Vikings, but I think y'all are going to pick the same.
It's not as easy to pick for me, but I still think the Vikings will win.
I do as
I
well.
have a weird feeling about it.
You think this game's going to be close?
I have a weird feeling about it. I don't think it'll be close. I just have a weird feeling about it.
I think it's going to be weird too, because it's going to be like you're playing a team that's in Minnesota, one of the coldest places to play in all of the NFL, and you're going to go down to Miami. I mean, it's definitely going to be different. So we're really just going to have to see what we do. Now, I mean, going into the next game here, what we have here is the Cincinnati Bengals going to New Orleans.
Who dat? Give me the Saints.
Sheesh.
I don't know about that one.
Over your boy Joe Burrow, though? That was that quick of a pick? You know, that's
It's
kind of
gotta be the Bengals.
You're going with the Bengals? Yeah.
It has to be.
I think it has to be, too.
Unless Hill's dropping Christmas numbers from a couple of years ago with Kamara.
Every weekend we're talking now, right?
Right, he's gonna have to start dropping 6 a week.
Yeah, I don't see it happening either, Jesse. I'm gonna go with you. We're gonna take the Bengals. We'll see if your Saints can pull it out. You're not there to give them your, fucking voodoo goes. So we'll see how that one rings without you there in the Superdome this weekend. Now this one's candidate for game of the week in my opinion. It's not my game of the week, but it's definitely a candidate. It's the Ravens. It's the Ravens at the Giants.
This is a good game. I mean, honestly, I'm a little torn at first, man. Eventually, I wanted to pick the Ravens off the rip. But go ahead and give me the Giants on this one. I think they have a little momentum going right now, man, to be honest with you.
I was thinking the Giants, and then you said the Giants, and now I like the Ravens.
TTO Podcast.
I like the Ravens too. I don't think the Giants can. I don't know if they can take what it is.
No, they can handle them. I just don't think they'll be able to win.
So you go with the Ravens as well?
This is a candidate for game of the week.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Who do you have in the ultimate decision?
Ravens.
I got the Ravens too. I also
To be the
think.
Ravens.
Yeah, I also think the same thing's gonna happen. I think Saquon's gonna get his, unless he tries to play like he did last week, or they're giving him 30 carries and he gets hurt. He's on the bound there. Last week it looked like he could have been, definitely a candidate for game of the week though. Now, the last 1 o'clock slated game. I mean, Tampa going to Pittsburgh.
Yeah, just Tampa. The Pittsburgh is terrible. So, yeah, 100% Tampa. There's even nothing to talk about.
What do you have, Jesse? What do you have the Steelers ranked at in the power rankings?
Let me look. If it wants to
Nice.
open.
27,
yeah,
I think.
27.
They could even be lower, in my opinion. They are looking awful.
I agree.
I think
And
the
then
Bucks
I've
are gonna
got-
swipe them.
I have Bucks at 6.
You think the Bucks swipe them? Yeah.
If they didn't have such a good defense, I think it'd be such a closer game. But because of the defense of the Bucks, it's not gonna be close at all.
The Bucks just win easily.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all take the Bucks there. Now, moving into the 4 o'clock games, a couple good ones there. I mean, definitely not this one in my opinion, which is Carolina coming to LA against the Rams.
Carolina, huh? Don't you just want to pick Carolina? No, you really don't. You don't really want to pick them guys. Let's be honest. Let's go with the Rams here.
I mean, you barely want to pick the Rams at this point, but in this matchup, it's the Rams.
Yeah, same. I mean, if it was against almost every other team, I wouldn't want to pick the Rams here, but the Panthers with quarterback with the worst QBR in the game.
Right.
People are inquiring about their players, might not play them as much, you know? Especially in a rebuild situation. Yeah, you gotta take the Rams here.
I do think it'll be a close game though, because the Panthers have a sneaky good defense.
And they have some kind of
Especially-
good weapons
especially
too
their
in
backs.
CMC. Yeah, facts. They do have a good defensive back, but they got rid of they got rid of pieces and they didn't sign pieces where they got rid of. That's what's going on with the Panthers. They targeted the wrong offseason assets and it's showing. It's hurt 'em. Next one here at the 4 o'clock slate: the Cardinals at the Seahawks.
Give me the Seahawks right here, man. After watching them last week, although, my boy Taysom just ran it all over him, threw it all over him, defended, catched everything else. It was just a fluke game, honestly. Geno Smith is looking phenomenal, bro. This is a good football team, man. Give me the Seahawks.
I don't think I can pick the Seahawks in this one. As much as I like
TTO
the fact that it's a division matchup, I think the Cardinals are going to be a little bit too much.
Kyler bounces back. I also agree with you, Jesse. I do think Cardinals this is their one. This is the one that it's almost like they should win this game, right?
They have to.
They probably do have to.
If they want to win that division at all, they got to.
Geno Smith's still firing in all cylinders. He's putting up respectable games, even though they lost last week. Like he still had 30 some odd points. He's still scoring. He's still getting it done.
Yeah. Don't forget you're playing at the Seahawks, so that's a tough place to play. So, but I get they must win, but I just don't think they go to Seattle and win this game.
Yeah, I don't either. I mean, I do. But good call, Gus. We'll see if this is your time. You get to drag them. We'll have to see. But the next game is probably must-watch football, in my opinion, the game of the week, which is the Bills at the Chiefs.
This one I pondered
Read
on,
it
man.
too.
Honestly,
Just
I
filled it
kind of
out.
wanted to watch this game tonight and kind of see. But with the Raiders throwing up 29 points against the Chiefs, can you imagine what Josh Allen at the helm's gonna do against their D? Patty's gonna have to match that offensive power,
can.
and he can. He can. But give me the Bills here. I still think they're the #1 team in the league.
Dude, all the way. Bills are. This is Josh Allen's revenge game. This is where he gets Pat back finally. It's not gonna count, unfortunately, again, but he's gonna get him back for that unfortunate loss last time, and he might do it to him bad too.
Yeah. What do you have for this, Jesse?
Jesse seemed to have. Yeah,
He got scared with the Bills
he's
and the
lost
Chiefs,
with the
man.
Bills and the Chiefs. He's watched that last game. He's kind of shook up on the Bills and the Chiefs game. But I mean, we'll get his answer back here. But Monday night game, we got the Broncos at the Chargers.
Broncos and the Chargers, man. How could you pick the Broncos, man? You just can't, dude, at that point. And with that being said, Wilson's trash, and give me the Chargers.
Give me the Chargers. Yeah, I mean, I don't think they beat him in LA either. I just don't think they can. I think the Chargers are gonna get a dub here. I don't know how they're really feeling about that one, or really what's going on, but I think they got them here.
Watch.
I
Broncos
know that's
are gonna throw
Monday's
40
night's game.
points up
And I wanted to tag back up for this next game, which is also debatable for game of the week. Might be one of the best games. Must watch football for sure, and that's why it's the 8 o'clock slated game on Sunday, which is the rush hour. Cowboys going to Philadelphia against the Eagles.
So here's what's going to come down for me is Cooper Rush playing, or is that coming back?
I think they let him play.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, without it, I think this is going to be a great game. But I do think Cooper Rush plays ultimately, which is going to decide my decision.
Well, that's my thing. If Cooper Rush is playing, give me the Cowboys. If Dak's coming, give me the Eagles. Can I do that? Because we don't.
That's what I
know
would say
yet.
too, and I would say this is the biggest upset. The Cowboys beat the 5-0 Eagles with Cooper Rush at the helm.
Eagles win.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And
You think
the
Eagles win.
the Eagles just win?
6-0.
6-0.
Did not stutter.
I don't think think so. I think this Cowboy team's got a little bit of energy right now, and actually the Eagles playing last week, I mean, they're barely beating the Cardinals. Didn't really have a lot of offense, man. So
I'm taking the Cowboys too. I'm taking
curious
the
to
boys.
see. Yeah, let's take the boys.
Do you have that as your upset of the week?
I mean, it should be.
I don't know.
6-0, 4-2.
Yeah.
That's not mine.
Yeah.
That's
No.
not mine.
Okay. Let's tag back up here. It just seemed like you were frightened from that last pick here. Who do you got in the Bills and the Chiefs game, Justin?
Bills.
Bills, right? That last game
Two-
just kind of set it going.
2 score difference.
2 scores, so
So 14 points or more.
14 points or more. Okay, so 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Okay. Bold statement.
I like it.
What about the Broncos and the Chargers Monday night game?
If the Chargers lose this, I'm gonna roll my eyes. It's gonna be the Chargers.
Yeah. I think it's
The
going to be
Broncos
closer
are
than people think,
awful. No,
though.
it
No.
better not be.
We'll have to see. I mean, we got some notable buys too this week. First week of buys. The Titans are on a buy. We got the Lions on a buy. Kind of need that to get them demoralized. Get DeAndre Swift and Ross St. Brown back. And then they got the Texans and then the Raiders. Raiders probably need it too, right? They should have won that game.
They need a break after just a while ago.
See if we can replicate last week again. 11, 16, 10, 16, 10, 16. Let's try to get double digits again, boys. We got 2 less games to do it though. 2 less games to do it.
We'll see. We got a little different pick'ems than last week between me and you. We were kind of agreeing on a lot of things. This one we've kind of split it up a little bit. So I'm
Same,
curious
yeah.
to
It
see.
seems like there's a lot more games that are it could go either way, right? When you're looking on the outside, it's
Right.
kind of good. I mean, and then game of the week, just to go over that, I got the Bills and the Chiefs. You said you got the Bills and the Chiefs. Goes. Who do you got, Jesse?
I'll give it to, just to be different, I'll give it to the Eagles in the Cowboys game.
Cowboys versus the Eagles. That's respectable.
That's a heated rivalry
Respectable,
anyway,
yeah.
so.
And then same thing with, I also think that's up there. We said as honorable mentions. We have the Ravens and the Giants.
Yep.
And then even the Jets and Packers, right?
Nope.
I think that's going to be a good game to watch.
It'll be a good game. It's not going to be game of the week. Not even close. Steamroll.
We'll see.
It ain't gonna be game of the week, but it's gonna be the upset
What's your
of the
big?
week.
Ooh, that's your
Yeah,
upset
it's-
right there.
That's
Of
my
course.
upset right there. Jets beating the Packs.
Though I would lean to guess that it's not even an upset.
Then what's your upset of the week, Justin?
No, it's going to be the upset of the week, but I'm saying it definitely shouldn't be seen as an upset.
I guarantee that has almost double-digit odds.
Probably. I can look it up.
Are you sure that you're a Commanders fan and not
Right,
a Jets
you're
fan?
riding that
Kind of
Jets
sounds
wave.
like. Yeah.
And that way,
And I am too, but I'm not gassing them like that.
I'm
But
full.
I'm for it.
Both of my butt cheeks are on the bandwagon.
Let's go.
I'm here for it. 7.5 points to the
Seven and a-
Jets.
7.5 points to the Jets. Okay, not as high as I thought. I thought it was gonna be like 9. That was gonna be 9. So that means the Packers have to win by 10. Now they have to win by 8.
They're not. If they
We'll
win,
have
it's
to
by
see.
3 on a field goal.
Alright. Well, last segment here, the podcast here, to go over it. We have that Would You Rather. I got a couple different ones for you. I knew we had Jesse joining us, so I have a couple. One is on side on a couple things. So first one is, it's Would You Rather edition. For a quarterback that you're gonna have right now, where they're at now, for the next 10 years. So you're gonna be starting your team with. This is one of the quarterbacks.
Just
We're gonna
tell me
do-
this wins already.
So there's 2 pools. I broke this up into an A pool and a B pool, right? So the first one is Burrow, Herbert, Hurts, or Lawrence.
Give me. I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take on this one, Burrow. He's got the winning mentality. Great off the field, great on the field, great. I mean, they're all good. All those quarterbacks are good and respected, but I just think overall, Burrow's got the winning factor. He can win. So give me Burrow on that one.
I think I have to go Burrow, but not for the same reason. I think Lawrence is still got work to do. I think Herbert needs another season or two with the same coach, or
We're
even
talking about
some
10
other-
years. You have
No, I
someone to build
understand
over.
that. I understand that.
So you still take
I'm looking at what I've seen already,
Gotcha.
and I'm afraid of Hurts because of how much he scrambles and runs. I don't like my PTSD from a certain quarterback many years ago is hurting.
Ready?
So how would you rate
Ready?
those four, 1 through 4?
Her Burrow, Hurts, Herbert, and then Lawrence.
Respectable. I dig it. Okay. Now, this is also second pool here. Mahomes, Allen, and Lamar.
Allen.
Oof. Yeah, I'm with him. I'm gonna go with that.
Mahomes
go
is a
on.
very close second.
I go Mahomes here. I think Mahomes is just way more overly talented. He's not a better quarterback. He's just way more talented, but he can do things that
I mean,
Josh
both of
Allen
them-
can't.
both of them are just 1A, 1B. So
They are, yeah. They're both right. I mean, you can't go wrong either way.
it's just, would you rather have somebody who can
TTO Podcast.
I had to put
scramble
Lamar
in the
here.
pocket or scramble out of the pocket?
So if I put Lamar in the first pool, where would you rank Lamar?
Third.
Third still, behind Burrow and Herbert.
Yep.
I'd probably move him up, but right behind Burrow, only because of his experience and just judging by his past seasons. I'm with you as far as like Herbert needs a little. I need to see another year out of Herbert before I can move him up. But
I just
I'd
don't know if
probably
I'll
move him,
see Lamar
right
in the
behind
league for
Burrow.
10 more years. to be
I don't know
honest.
if I'll see Lamar win
Yeah.
a playoff game. So here we
I
are.
just don't know if I'd see Lamar in the league in
Mm.
10 years. Like, if we're talking in all honesty, I just don't know if that's actually the same.
Yeah.
That's why.
But,
Now, this is one right now. So, this is a would you
Right
rather
this
edition. Tight end right now.
no,
Travis Kelce or Mark Andrews?
Kelsey.
Are we talking fantasy or
As
are
a
we
tight
talking
end,
just
as an
like,
overall
Kelsey.
tight end.
like, just yeah, Kelsey,
touchdowns?
100%.
I mean, he had 4 touchdowns and created space.
Right
with Mahomes.
now?
He's good with Mahomes. I mean, I still like Mark Andrews as an overall
so do
tight
I.
end.
I think they're
Okay,
one
he's
A,
great.
1B too.
They are. Yeah, they are. I mean, I don't know. I wanted so hard to put Kittle here with him, but it was just like
Nope.
how I added Lamar to the Mahomes and Allen for the whole sake of the reason. You know what I mean? There's all those two guys, and that's it. That's what they got. Now, this isn't a would you rather, but I'll give it to you. Is Justin Tucker the best kicker that in the NFL ever?
Adam Vinatieri is gonna be my
That's my would you rather. Tucker or Vinatieri?
greatest kicker. Yeah, I mean, Tucker is the most accurate, obviously.
Has he been
but,
in
I mean,
big
I
places
see,
to win, though?
obviously, I mean,
Has he kicked in a Super
Yeah,
Bowl?
yeah,
Has
that's
he won
what
a
I'm
game
saying.
in a Super Bowl? You know,
How about a snowstorm?
yeah,
right? We should get
Yeah,
a
you-
blizzard
That's
rather.
that's-
different.
yeah.
That's-
Give it to Vinatieri. He's a true winner, bro. Like, I mean,
I think Tucker is just about there.
Just
Like,
about.
if he can, I don't know how close it is, but if he can take the most points scored by a single player, because I know Vinatieri holds that right now. If Tucker can take that, then it'll be clear. But right now it's Vinatieri.
Respectable. Now, one last one for this is fantasy wise. If you could go back, right, and you have the number 1 overall pick, right, in fantasy, who's the first pick you're picking right now, knowing the information you know going into week 6? Who do you want, knowing what you've seen so far, and what you think?
The same man who's been carrying my fantasy team all season, Hurts.
He would be your number 1 pick in all of fantasy right now. Right.
Yeah.
really?
If that means every team gets redrafted, you're still picking
That's
Jalen
fine.
Hurts number 1
He's gonna go second or third,
over Cooper Kupp.
probably. I have both of them, so
That's what I'm saying. So if you had to keep, you would only draft one. You
no.
draft
In
Jalen
reality,
Hurts
I would
one
take
over-
Cup, but in reality, I would take Cup.
Who would
That's
you
what-
draft?
It would be Cup.
TTO Podcast.
What about you, Gus?
Give me Nick Chubb, bro. That man's
Chubb
balling.
over Barkley.
Give me Chubb over Barkley.
I think
right
Chubb
now.
has higher sustain over the here. I'm still taking my boy, bro. If I have the first overall pick, still.
What, Mac
still
Jones?
No, we're getting gritty in Minnesota.
Tom
We're getting
Brady.
gritty in Minnesota. We're still taking Justin Jefferson. His upside is bananas. He
So
can
he has
do it.
not shot. You
Yeah,
better
dude,
hope
he's
he's got a
great.
playoff push coming for you then.
Yeah, that's what we'd be hoping.
After week
I mean,
1.
Yeah, I know.
I would just like to see what he'd be like with it. Like, I'm not like. Imagine if he had a better quarterback than Kirk Cousins. Like, holy shit.
See what happened to Diggs.
Like, yeah, look at him. Exactly. I mean, and Diggs was good. Diggs was good in the Vikings as well.
I think
but
Diggs
now
and
he's just
Jefferson
even
are like
elevated
almost
even
just as
more.
good as each other.
I think Jefferson.
I would say I think Jefferson's better in terms of route running and basic stuff, but I think Diggs is a better deep
Deep
threat.
threat, yeah, and seasoned. Diggs is good, yeah, but I get what you're saying. Overall, as a complete wide receiver, I'd take probably Jefferson too. The kid is crazy. My favorite player to watch by far. in all of
I
football.
think I might take Diggs, honestly.
Diggs,
Yeah.
it's
I
respectable.
like the deep threat. Not a lot of receivers have sometimes, so
Yeah, I mean, solid too with a quarterback. Like if you were to get Jalen Hurts in that pick too, very nice. I mean, definitely a great one, you guys. I mean, did pretty well first time coming on. Jesse got some bold predictions coming up.
Jets.
Jets, the goddamn Jets. But maybe get you back on here again
Eventually.
eventually. All right. As always, thank you for watching the TTO Podcast. We'll be coming back to you live next week. As always, I'm Pluto. This is Guz.
Better boys.
Jesse, thank you for joining us.
Jets.
Take care.